Welcome back to the channel. We've just had a couple weeks off because I just had my little baby boy, but the transfers don't stop for that. So let's go over all the latest news and rumours. Oh, and before we get started, we've got a fantasy football league that we're kicking off this season. Obviously, running through the whole thing. At the end of the season, the winner's going to get £100.
Yeah, Fantasy Premier League.
Yeah.
We'll put the link in the description.
Link will be in
Join
the
our league,
description.
£100 for the winner.
Only conditions are you have to obviously join before the season kicks off and also be a subscriber. But yeah, at the end of the season, a winner will win £100.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff. Right, let's get into the roundup then. A lot of news circulating Liverpool at the minute. Obviously, just signed Sabozla, is it?
Yeah, I think you've done that.
I've seen you're linked with Lavia.
Yeah.
And then I heard a little rumour as well that if you sign Lavia, you're going to sell Curtis Jones.
What?
Yeah.
Where the
that's what I'm hearing, mate.
No chance.
Well, that's what I thought. I was
Thiago-
like, there's no way, surely.
Apparently, we want Lavia, but one needs to go out before we sign him.
Curtis Jones?
And there's links of Thiago and Henderson both going Saudi.
Oh, I did hear about
Turkey.
Thiago, to be fair. Yeah,
But
I
Jones
heard,
one, I've not seen that anyway. Where have you seen that?
it was on Sky Sports.
Nah, no chance.
I
Never happened.
was about to say, obviously, as well, I've seen Stevie G trying to bring Hendo over to Saudi with him.
Apparently 40 mil.
Apparently after Saha as well.
Yeah, but did you see he apparently asked for like 600 grand a week and then he told him to
33.
fuck off?
600 grand.
Yeah, something like that. He got World Grip Junior and they basically told him to do
mate.
one.
He's like, nah, 499, that's it, mate. 600, that's
because he's
mental.
actually out of contract, isn't he? So,
Is he?
yeah, he's actually out of contract. So.
Oh, I thought he had another year left.
No, he's out of contract. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. But,
Yeah, it's crazy, mate.
Yeah,
Do you think you're going to get Lavia then?
categorically say Curtis Jones is not going.
Why didn't you think so?
Lavia, yeah, I think we will. I think it's a matter of they want 50 mil.
50.
We don't want to pay 50 mil.
Yeah.
Obviously, like I just keep seeing too much of it to not be something in it. Like we're not going to come out in the press and go, "Oh, we want him. We're going to pay 50 mil." They're going to try and play hardball. So I reckon we're getting for like 35, 40.
Well, it feels like Arsenal's interest has cooled a little bit as well. So it's sort of just your nose being batted
Yeah,
around with
that's
them.
what makes me think we're getting, because usually what Liverpool do is they only go in for a player when they know he wants Liverpool, and there's no, because they won't go into bidding wars. So I reckon the player wants it. It seems like Klopp wants him, so I think it will happen.
Well, obviously, Arsenal's just about to sign Rice. Basically, deal's done.
Yeah.
Apparently, they want to get Rice and Timber all sort of finalised before their pre-season kicks off. Chelsea
Rice
want
still hasn't gone
Casado. I thought it had, to be fair. And
so
I was
did
looking, I was
I.
like, there's not actually been a confirmation. So, to be fair, you're really the only like big team that's sort of in for him at the minute. So,
Yeah. Which makes me think it will happen. If there's a few teams in for it, maybe it'd be up in the air. But I think it will get done. Just be interesting whether we need one to go first. Maybe Thiago might go. I can't see Henderson going.
who would you rather go?
Thiago Henderson.
Yeah, I know you're a big fan of Thiago, but then obviously Henderson's your club captain.
I'm a big fan of Thiago, and I think if we kept him this season with the more options we had, he would be brilliant. You could pick and choose when you play him rather than run him into the ground like we did last year. That's why he got injured. He had to play every game with no one else.
Yeah.
But I think Henderson's leadership probably is needed more. I think Thiago, you can get away with it because we've got other like Szoboszlai and McAllister are more techie players we've brought in.
Yeah, they would
Whereas
easily
Henderson's
replace him.
with
Henderson's a
Milner
bit of a
going.
work dog, yeah.
With Milner going, I think you need Henderson's leadership. I don't think you can lose both in the summer. I'd be flabbergasted if we lost both in one summer.
Flabbergasted.
I would be flabbergasted.
Absolutely flabbergasted. That's fair enough. Yeah, obviously Arsenal, like I said, just touched on them. Rice and Timber hopefully coming in for them. And then
200
cheeky
mil,
Spurs, mate. Yeah, mate, they're flying at them, man. Flying out the traps. Whether they keep spending it like that, though, that's the thing.
more, can they?
Surely that's they've hit their budget
I think
now.
they've just done it early in their fair play.
Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of teams are doing it at the minute. Like, obviously, my team Spurs, they're finally, for like the first time ever, they're getting a few transfers done early doors. Like Liverpool have always been pretty well at getting them transfers done early. But yeah, Arsenal, flying, mate.
Yeah, decent.
Buying some good players.
Yeah, for sure.
Spurs, obviously, apparently that Manor Solomon
The guy who was on loan at
finalised
Fulham.
tomorrow. He was on loan at Fulham from Shakhtar.
Yeah,
It's a bit of a dodgy situation, to be fair.
Why?
Because, I don't know the actual terms and conditions of it all, but because of obviously everything going on in Ukraine, something like their contracts get like a year like less or something. So he's actually got a year left in his contract, but he can go on a free.
Oh, that's not...
Because I think they're basically trying to allowing players to get out of Shakhtar.
Oh, is it Shakhtar? Oh, shit, yeah. Oh, that makes sense then.
So I think
heard
that
about
they're
that, yeah.
obviously like the FIFA are trying to let him get an opportunity to get out of there.
Yeah.
So Yeah, so it's a bit of a crappy situation for Shakhtar, but obviously we're just capitalising on it. But yeah, he's a decent player, to be fair. I think he was injured for the first part of the season.
He came off the bench like 4 games in a row and scored, didn't he?
Five out of five, I think. Some absolute swirlers, top
I don't know
bin
if he
as well.
started many, but yeah, he seems to be a good impact sub.
Yeah,
so
I thought he's a good dribbler.
How old is he? Yeah,
I think he's early 20s.
Right, yeah, so to work with.
Yeah, I think he's like 23, 24. But yeah, I mean, he's exciting. But the only thing is, obviously, I don't want to just sign too many free contract transfers. Yeah, free agents.
Well, not technically is he? But
well, we're getting them on a free, so. But we'll see. Obviously, still linked with Tapsoba and Van der Ven, but I'd like them both.
I thought the Van der Ven it looked like it was going to get done, but it's gone quiet a little bit last year.
Well, I think it's basically Levy said that it's one or the other. It's not both, when realistically we need both.
Yeah.
Especially because we're trying to ship off some of our deadwood defenders, which is good because we need to get rid of them, but ideally we'd bring them both in, because the problem is Romero's decent, but he's a bit injury prone as well. So
I'm surprised we're not in for that Van der Ven. I thought we would be.
Well, apparently you were. Apparently he was one on the list.
If we're not going for him, then it makes me think that hopefully they've got another.
Oh, I thought you were going to say if we're not going for him, makes it
another
feel
target.
like he's crap.
I don't know. The only target I hear about from us is Levi Colwell, and I just can't see.
Nah, they ain't selling him now. You see him in the Euros, in the under 21s.
I can't see them selling him. So I hope we've got another target. But it's not really.
If anything, he's just added.
We need a centre back.
20-30 million on his price tag after that performance. To be fair,
what do you reckon they'd sell him for?
I don't think they will sell him now.
For 60.
I think before the tournament, they come in with 50, 60. They'd be like, yeah, let's do it. Now I don't think they sell him.
70?
No, I don't think they sell him.
Really?
I don't think you're paying 70 for him either.
No, I don't think we would, but
too much of a risk. No, he's a decent player. I mean, he controlled it.
I think he'll be the next. I think it's like the next big bold statement, but I think he's potentially the next Van Dijk.
Big bold statement.
Mate, he's quality.
No, he is good. He is good. I mean, City had a few players in that under 21s as well that was smashing it. Their keeper, clean sheet every game, saved the penalty. Right? Is he?
Yeah. Do you know how much for? Go on,
they're selling him.
Guess how much he's going for? Yeah, buyback clause. Guess how much he's going for? He's not going to get an Edson, is he?
10 mil.
19 mil.
Where Bernie's stuffing, mate.
Yeah,
they're buying.
Bit dodgy, isn't it? It's company in it, so
they're buying that. I can't remember his name. That Kopapali, fucking from Leverkusen. He's one to watch. To be fair, I remember buying him on like fantasy and stuff, and him being pretty decent. But yeah, let's move on then. Obviously, United side Mount. Let's talk about
quite on the rest, isn't it?
Is it Hojlund?
Oh yeah,
Atalanta.
Harden's like wish brother.
Yeah.
If
I mean, he did smash it up for Atalanta last season. To be fair, I think it was like over 20. I'm pretty sure. In the Italian league, it's not small pickings.
Yeah, I've not seen much of him, to be honest. But they're not really linked with anyone else, are they? Really?
Well, obviously at the start of the window, it was Kane. Everything sort of called around Kane, and Hojlund's come out. I think the price tag on what's his name at Napoli,
Osimhen.
Yeah, they're asking way too. They were asking like 190 million apparently. 190. Yeah, something stupid, mate. I've seen some stupid numbers getting batted around. So obviously they're turning their attentions elsewhere. But obviously I've heard Lukaku apparently going to Inter Milan at 35 mil.
Yeah,
apparently, but then opens the door. Chelsea and United both need a striker. If Osimhen's off the table, I mean, Chelsea are fucking banking loads of money selling to Saudi in a minute, but can't really see him spending that sort of money on Osimhen. Hang on, have you seen these rumours about Mbappe to Arsenal?
Oh my god, it's just getting silly now, mate. What?
It's stupid, isn't it?
What?
Yeah. It's like solid, actual rumours.
From who?
Just knocking about like it. Yeah, most likely.
Mate, it did my head in. The other week, we were linked with him for 250 million, right? And Redmen TV, who's like one of the big Liverpool channels, actually did a video and went, Mbappe to Liverpool, 250 million. I mean, it's not going to happen.
When are you entertaining
it? Why are you making a video on it? Like, what the flip?
Yeah, it's just clickbait, isn't it?
We know
well, it's not clickbait. He's actually serious about it. But yeah, you say it yourself. Liverpool, no team in the Prem are spending 250 million on one player.
Madrid, that's literally it. City won't even go.
Yeah, I think it's crazy. There's a few. So I saw a few things like Arsenal fans being like putting up teams of their potential 11. I was like, that is a joke.
Did you see what I retweeted on Twitter the other day?
Is it the Reece James thing?
No, basically it's like has Saka surpassed Salah's legacy in the
Oh
Prem? I
my
think so.
God.
And then someone
Arsenal
replied going, has Harvey Elliott surpassed Thierry Henry's legacy? I think, yeah. I was like, that's the best reply. And then I looked into the stats, and do you know, Saka's got, in his whole Prem career, has got less than Salah got in that mad season.
Yeah, I don't doubt it, mate.
The audacity.
There's Arsenal fans for you.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, we're waffling a bit on that. But okay, a few more players. Oh yeah, and obviously Onana linked to United as well from Inter Milan. Decent keeper,
I think
to be fair. Well, do you know what's crazy is that Reyes just completely. No one's even talking about
He's
him.
going somewhere, and he's got to be.
Well, he was supposed to be coming to us, but before that, Chelsea and United were linked with him. Then there was talk about De Gea staying. Now De Gea's confirmed gone.
Just about that though, the De Gea thing. How bad is that?
What?
He's been there 12 years. They basically offered him a contract.
Yeah.
Then they withdrew it.
They withdrew it. I didn't know.
Then they made him wait around whilst they obviously were trying to get the keeper. And then when they realised they could get the keeper, they said, "Nah, thanks, you're right, you can go."
Oh, that's muggery, mate.
It's been there 12 years. Literally
Muggery.
United legend.
What a
He's literally been their
servant.
best player for like
Yeah, for a lot of seasons.
The last 10 years, isn't he?
100%.
Imagine doing that.
Yeah, it's muggery. And he was their last player from their last Premier League winning
exactly.
team as well, wasn't he? Madness.
Shocking.
It's just disrespectful, isn't
Shocking
it?
club, isn't it? Yeah.
But yeah, Onana, mate, I saw him quite a few times in the Champions League last season. He looks like a cracking keeper. He could be a big signing for them.
Yeah, it's decent.
Harvey Barnes, Newcastle.
I see West Ham.
I see Newcastle.
Oh, I've seen West Ham recently.
Okay.
I think that'd be a sign for them.
Do you know what? You know in our
Didn't I say Harvey Barnes to Newcastle and you were like, oh no, he won't
yeah, you were talking about it, but funny enough, I was just about to
Called
say
it.
I've seen a lot of Ward Prowse to West Ham, and that's what I was shouting.
Really? I'm not saying that.
But we'll see if that happens or not.
Yeah, he's
But-
not to me.
Yeah, I mean, Barnes to
Still a
Newcastle,
lot.
just a bit of a strange one for me, because when we were talking about before, Newcastle, like, I know that's not the model they want to go for and go spend out like a crap ton of money, but Barnes, really? Like, you could go get someone so much better.
I think it's a bad season. It's a beefs up. He's still fairly young. It beefs up their
Yeah,
squad.
he's a decent player. I just feel like they could get better.
Yeah, they could, but that's not the way they're doing it. They're slowly building it.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, it makes me think like Wall-Prowse. I've not really seen a lot of links. There's still. It makes you realise the window's only been open not too long. There's going to be a lot to happen.
Yeah, there's loads to happen.
gonna be a lot
That's
to
why,
happen.
obviously, these transfer videos are coming thick and fast. And why we say thick and fast once a week.
Yeah. Apart from the 2 weeks where you had a baby.
Yeah.
We'll let you
Ashley Young to Everton, just sort of announced tonight. Bit of a mad one. The guy's like, it feels like he's like 42. He's been going, I swear, he's that sort of player. He just rocks up at these random teams and does a job for a season and then goes to the next one.
I think it'd be a good sign for Everton, but I'm gutted for like Luton, because who the flipper teams like Luton and Sheffield United going to sign?
I don't know.
And like I heard Luton were after trying to get him.
We say that, but Forest did it last season.
Yeah, but Forest spent 180 million. Neither of them to.
Yeah, but you don't need to go out and get that amount of players that they got. Oh, shit.
No, but Luton and Sheff ain't got the money to attract players like Forest did.
Yeah, but you get that balloon payment, don't you?
Apparently, Sheffield United's owners wants to sell, and they've only got 20 mil budget, so they're screwed.
So stupid.
And then Luton they're one of the lowest budgets in the Championship, so I can't see them spending much.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's struggles for both of them.
Yeah, it will be. We're doing our Premier League early predictions video after this, so it'll be interesting to see where they finish up.
Pushing Europe for me.
But yeah, I think that's all we got. I think that's all the roundup. So
Should we stop waffling them?
Yeah, stop waffling. But you know the score, guys. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget about the Fantasy League.
Yeah,
the
Fantasy
league
League.
code's in the description. £100 for the winner.
100 big ones.
I fancy myself a bit, so if you think you can beat me, prove it.
Yeah, you can beat this guy. He's easy, mate. I lose interest halfway through the season, so I'm easy picking. But yeah, obviously, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.